Now, when it comes to trading stocks in crypto, there's a lot to be learned, yes, and it does seem daunting at first, but you're already here, you have a very good hold on it, and now you're starting to think about stock options. Somebody who knows somebody told you that stock options are the way that you can make $1,000 per day, you can leverage your money, and you can get rich quick. And although it does sound good, and yes, it is absolutely possible, a lot of people are overwhelmed by just the prospect of starting into stock options. What are they? What do they mean? Am I going to lose everything that I have if I go out and buy a stock option? There's so many questions floating around out there. And I'm going to be starting a stock options series. There's going to be a couple of videos that go on throughout, and we are going to talk everything stock options as you are a complete beginner. If you know nothing about stock options right now, or even if you're fairly comfortable with stock options, this series and these videos are going to help you along your way so that whether you're making your very first trade or you're getting into options, getting back into options, or you just want to be a little bit more comfortable with what you're buying, you're absolutely going to learn it here. So if it sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay. I'm here to make 2022 the best year ever. If you haven't clicked that subscribe button, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Join us, become a bro. We are here every single day, and we are growing our portfolios together. And look, if you're brand new to investing, you don't know how or where to buy stocks in crypto, you got a link in the description below for Webull. It is super simple to set up your account. Any deposit, you guys are getting 6 free stocks. $1 crypto trade, you're going to get $5 in free crypto. And they have an excellent options trading platform as well. So when it's time for you to make your first trade, Webull is a very good place to be doing so. Make sure to check that out if you guys want to, but let's get into it. In this video, I'm going to make it very, very brief and explanatory because we do have a full series. So we're just going to talk a little bit about what a stock option is. There are 2 types of stock options. We're going to be going over call options and put options. Very brief descriptions because we will absolutely break them down later. We're going to talk about a couple terms that you may be unfamiliar with. Because unlike trading stocks and unlike trading crypto, we have expiration dates when it comes to stock options. We have things like a strike price, and we have an options multiplier. Now, these might sound daunting or scary at first, but they are just absolutely other terms that you're going to be able to understand very simply, and it's going to ease a lot of that concern or a lot of that, when you have uncertainty in anything, it makes you afraid to take the next step. And that's exactly what this series is going to do, and exactly what this video is already going to start doing. It's going to get you more comfortable and familiar with the terms that are being used so you're not overwhelmed when it comes time for you to make your very first options trade. So after we learn expiration date, we've got the strike price, we've got the options multiplier down, we're going to look at what is an option. So we're going to be talking about what exactly is this options contract. What are you buying? Does it mean that you're going out and buying 100 shares? Does it mean that you can lose everything? People talk about leverage and so on, but what exactly is leverage as well? So when you buy stock options, you might be wondering, well, why would I buy a stock option when I can just go ahead and buy the underlying stock? Stock options are excellent for a variety of reasons, but 2 of the main reasons are they provide you with leverage, and they also provide you with protection. So if you're looking at leverage, if you're looking at protection, stock options could absolutely be the way to go for you. So let's break down some of these terms in a very general basis, so that we can get a better understanding of what they mean when we're looking at stock options here, so that further on in the series, you don't feel like, well, what is he saying here? What on earth is an expiration date? I don't know. You're going to be good to go. So we did say that we have 2 different types of options. And I'm telling you right now, everybody can get overwhelmed because you can buy and you can sell, and you have calls and you have puts. But if you start talking to these advanced options traders, they start throwing off terms like iron condor and butterfly and bear put spreads. And what are you saying right now? And simply, those are just all the different types of option strategies that you can look into. If you buy a call and buy a put. If you buy a call and sell a put. If you buy a call at a certain strike and you buy another call at a different strike. All of these are different option strategies that you can get into, and we're not even going to touch those in this series. It's simply going to be the absolute basics. So if you're already an advanced options trader, okay, you can wait until we get those videos out and wait until we start going down that path. But nonetheless, if you're feeling like you're ready to tackle stock options, let's get started in just a very brief description. So call options. Call options give you the option to call a stock away at any point in time up until its expiration. A put option will give you the option, not the obligation, but the option to put that stock or sell that stock. Put is simply another term for sell. It gives you the option to sell that stock or put that stock to somebody at any point in time up until the expiration. Now, this is where the terms expiration date, stock price, and options multiplier come in handy. So let's briefly go over those before we get overwhelmed. Now, an expiration date, unlike stocks, if you're going to buy the underlying security itself, if you pick up one share of stock, you can hold that forever. It doesn't matter if the price goes down. It doesn't matter if the price goes up. You can literally hold that stock forever. Now, if you buy a stock option, they have expiration dates on them, and they vary greatly. You can get an expiration date that expires this Friday. You can get an expiration date for next week, next month, next year, and so on. I believe the maximum option that you can buy goes out and has an expiration date of a few years down the road, and those are going to be a little bit more expensive. We'll talk about why a little later on in the series, but nonetheless, you're going to be paying for the time associated with the expiration date. So just know that a stock option is going to expire at some point. And this is important because it leads us to the strike price. If the price of the stock is trading below the strike price and your option expires, it is going to expire worthless. And that simply means that it's not worth anything at that point in time, and whatever premium you paid for that, you are going to lose. If the stock is trading above the strike price at the time of expiration, that means that you are going to be making money on that stock option. And a strike price is simply the price at which you agree upon selling or buying that stock. So for example, in a call option, if you're looking at AMC Entertainment, and AMC Entertainment is trading at $20, you can buy a call option with a strike price of $21. And this says that if AMC is trading above $21, I am allowed to buy AMC for $21 at any point in time up until the expiration. Now, if it's trading below $21, I'm just going to buy it on the open market. But if it starts to trade above $21, I have that stock option in hand that says I can call those shares away from somebody else at $21 per share. Now, this is a very valuable contract, isn't it? If AMC begins trading at $30, $40, $50, $100 per share, I am still able to call those shares away from somebody else at that strike price of $21. So the lower the strike price is, usually you're going to pay a higher premium or a higher price. Now, finally, we have the options multiplier, and just so that we can get a little bit more familiar with it, we'll talk about it later on in the series. But just know that every single contract, an options contract, controls 100 shares of the underlying stock. So if you were to buy one options contract on AMC, it is covering 100 shares of AMC. So when you go out there and you see a premium on the options contract of $1, that means $1 per share in the options contract. Therefore, that stock option would cost you $100 because the options multiplier is 100. It's not that tricky, and once you get the hang of it, you'll start to understand that all of those prices that you see on the options pricing, you do have to multiply those by 100 for every contract that you want to go out there and purchase. So now that we know that an options contract is simply a financial contract that says I am allowed to buy or sell an option, or I am allowed to buy or sell a share at a certain strike price by a certain expiration date. We've got a very general understanding of options, and we can absolutely get into it a little bit further in the next video and start to understand a little bit more about call options. And then of course we'll jump into put options as well and go over everything you guys need to know to get better acquainted and more comfortable with stock options. So if you guys have any questions down in the comments below, please let me know. We've got a lot of people out there that would help answer those questions, and I love to see the questions come in because it helps create the videos, right? So if you guys do have questions that you need answers, absolutely let us know in the comments below. And of course, if this button right here is still red, make sure to click it, subscribe to the channel, join us, become a bro. We are here every single day, and we are growing our portfolios together. You guys got ClayBro883 on Twitter and Instagram. You're getting 6 free stocks on Webull. You got a free Discord in the description below. And until the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.